evening. Yesterday we have finished this state commission and district forum. Today we are going for the national commission. This national commission will be at the central government level. Okay, the central government it will operate and it will establish this commission for the redressal of consumers which are not solved in district level, state level. So the district level people, they will refer that to the state level, state commission people, and the state commission people, whatever it may be, the unsolved problems, okay, they will refer to National Council. And the National Council, it will take into account the problems, whatever it may be, and it will try to solve that. And if not, they will be transferred to the president's permission, and it depends upon the discretionary powers of the president to decide what to do and what not to do. So this is how you will come across the National Commission. It provides for the establishment and now establishment of the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission by the central government by notification in the official gazette. So the central government, it will, by giving a notification, it will, okay, appoint this National Commission for the redressal of the consumers. Composition. Section 20, subsection 1 provides that the National Commission shall consist of who are the person. A person who is or has been a judge of Supreme Court to be appointed by central government in consultation with the Chief Justice of India, who shall be its president. Okay. So a person who is or has been a judge of the Supreme Court to be appointed by central government in consultation with the Chief Justice of India, who shall be its president. Then, not less than 4 members, of which one person must be a woman. Not less than 4 and not more than such number of members as may be prescribed, and one of whom shall be a woman who shall have the following qualifications. So the members of the National Commission also, they must have some qualifications, and those qualifications we have to see. Not less than 35 years of age, same, 35 years and above. Possess a bachelor's degree from a recognized university, same like that of district forum as well as state commission. So they must be of the age of 35 years and they must possess a bachelor's degree of any recognized university, be a person of ability, integrity, and standing, and have adequate knowledge and experience of at least 10 years in dealing with problems relating to economics, law, commerce, accountancy, industry, public affairs, and administration. All these three qualities, they are one and the same, whether it may be district forum or state commission or national commission, whatever it may be, the qualifications are one and the same. Having not more than 50% of members shall be from among us the persons having a judicial background, same as state commission. So 50 members must have the background of judicial agency or judicial commission. Every appointment under this clause shall be made by the central government on the recommendations of selection committee consisting of the following person. So the central government also, it will take into account the recommendations of the selection committee, and the selection committee, how they will be and who are the members of the selection committee. A person who is judge of Supreme Court to be nominated by Chief Justice of India as its chairman. So the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, it has to appoint a person, it has to nominate a person, okay, to be the chairman of the selection committee. Secretary in the Department of Legal Affairs in the Government of India as its member. Okay, so the Secretary of Law Department of Central Government of Government of India, okay, to be its member. Secretary of Department dealing with Consumer Affairs in Government of India as its member. So the same, okay, Consumer Affairs, whomever it may be, the Secretary of Department dealing with Consumer Affairs in Government of India as its member. Now, every member of the National Committee shall hold the office for a term of 5 years or up to the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. Okay, when you go for district forum, it is 65 years of age. When you go for state commission, it comes to 67 years of age. And when you go for national commission, it is 70 years of age, whichever is earlier. A member shall be eligible for reappointment for another term of 5 years or up to the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier, subject to the conditions he fulfills the qualification, other conditions for appointment, for reappointment laid down in the Act. The same thing. Whatever we have learned in state commission, the same thing that we'll come across over here in national commission. Such reappointment is made on the basis of recommendations on the basis of the selection committee. Okay, so whomever it may be, the persons who are retiring, that person's reappointment also it will be in the hands of selection committee. A person appointed as president of National Commission shall also be eligible for reappointment in the manner provided in the Act. Okay, whomever we are electing as the president of the National Committee shall also be eligible for reappointment in the manner prescribed, provided in the Act. A member may resign his office under his own handwriting to the central government, and so on such resignation being accepted shall be vacant and may be filled by appointment of person pursuing any of the qualifications mentioned in subsection 1 in relation to category of members who is required to be appointed in the place of person resigned. Suppose if any person wants to resign, okay, if any person wants to resign, he has to submit and he has to make the selection committee, it has to take the resignation letter and it has to accept. On resignation, whatever it may be, the seat that was vacant, it should be filled. And it should be filled by a person who had satisfied the conditions that were prevailing. Okay, under subsection 1 in relation to category of member who is required to be appointed in the place of person resigned. Okay, so whomever it may be, whether it may be the president or whether it may be the prime members, whomever it may be, when they resign, that vacancy it will be filled by the selection committee, taking into account whether he is satisfied, whether he is satisfying the conditions that are laid by the Consumer Protection Act. We have to take into account that thing. And that person will be up to the span of 5 years. That is, the term is up to 5 years or 70 years of age, whichever is earlier. Now, what is the jurisdiction of this National Commission? Section 21 provides the National Commission shall have that jurisdiction. So what jurisdictions it must have? First one, to entertain complaints where value of goods and services and the compensation, if any, claimed exceeds 1 crore rupees. Okay, the National Commission, it will take into account the value of the goods and services. Okay, what is the compensation that was claimed? And that compensation, it should be more than 1 crore rupees. To entertain appeals against the orders of any state commission, okay, whatever it may be, the unsolved cases that we come across in state commission, they must be taken into account. To call for records and pass orders in any consumer dispute which is pending before or has been decided by any state commission where appeals to the National Commission. Okay, so it calls the records and pass orders, okay, in any consumer dispute, whatever it may be the dispute that we come across when we go for state commission. So it can take the records as well as it will pass orders where appeals to the National Commission. Such state commission has succeeded, exercised a jurisdiction and vested in it by law or has failed to exercise a jurisdiction. So that commission, that state commission has exercised a jurisdiction and vested in it by law. Okay, whatever it may be, the law says whether it had taken the jurisdiction into account or not, and or has failed to exercise a jurisdiction. If it is not exercising any jurisdiction, if it fails to exercise the jurisdiction, that thing also the National Commission people, they are taken into account. So vested or has acted in the exercise of its jurisdiction illegally or with material irregularities. Okay. So vested or has acted in the exercise of its jurisdiction illegally or with material irregularities. So whether the state commission is acting as illegally or okay with the material irregularities, everything they will take into account in this National Commission. According to Section 27 of Act, where a trader or a person against whom a complaint is made fails or omits to complain with order made by district forum or the state commission or the National Commission, as the case may be, such trader or person shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term not less than 1 month, but which may be extended to 3 years, or with a fine which shall not be less than 2,000 out. Okay, which may be extended to 10,000 or with both. Okay. Suppose if any trader, if he is unscrupulous and if he is deceiving the people, public, either at district level or at state level or at central level, then there is a punishment for that person. That is, there is an imprisonment of 1 month, and sometimes they have to pay, okay, that period from 1 month to 3 years, the imprisonment they may extend, or from 2,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees he has to pay, or sometimes both the things he has to come. And we are having so many persons like that. Okay. There are so many persons who have, okay, bluffed the Punjab National Bank. Okay. And so many banks, and the people are, all the people, they know about those people. And it is very easy for those people. But thing is, the Indian government people, they are not taking that much steps to bring them. They are residing in foreign countries. They are residing in foreign countries. If you think, and if you give order to any person, okay, they'll come like tortoise. We can drag them. Vijay Malia, Nirav Modi, and some of the people, they absconded. They absconded from India to other countries, and they're staying in other countries. And they had bluffed so many banks, and so many people, they are suffering a lot with this. And it is easy for any person, not any person. There are some persons who can bring them to India. But thing is, okay, people, they are dragging that. Okay, if they really want these people, okay, within seconds and within minutes or within hours, but people can drag them like anything. But thing is, people, they are not doing that. As may be, such trader or person shall be punishable with an imprisonment for a term of not less than 1 month, but which may be extended to 3 years, or with a fine which shall not be less than 2,000 rupees, and which may be extended to 10,000 or with both. If the district forum or National Commission, as the case may be, if satisfied that the circumstances of any case so require, impose a sentence of punishment or fine or both, for a term of lesser than the minimum and the amount lesser than the minimum amount specified in these sections. Suppose if the district forum and the national commission, if they find that the threat or the deceiving, it is correct and genuine, they can go further. That is, they can exceed the minimum punishment and as well as the minimum fine, as the case may be, and as the sections are. This is regarding the Consumer Protection Act, okay, that we come across. And after this, we are going to take an important topic in the other video class. Until then, have a nice day.